everyone, how you going? Today is the morning. I thought I was onto it, but I seem to have deleted the box with the fireworks in it somehow. I'm not sure how I've managed to do that, but it is gone. So, how's your guys' morning going? I've spent the last half hour looking for the fireworks box, and it is gone. Completely and utterly gone, skis. So, that's something we're going to have to work on today. Because I've been working on something as a surprise for you guys, and on the bright side, we have some diamonds that we can sort of rejig some things and maybe get some new fireworks. And we've got some gunpowder, so we're sorted in that front. Actually, we can put those diamonds with those diamonds. But other than that, some things are... So I've been working on a little secret project at the mob farm that we can't see right now. But anywho, I'm really hoping that it goes off without too much of a bad kind of bang, but a lot of a good kind of bang. But we'll wait later for that to happen. Today, however, I figure we tackle this corner, and also we make fireworks again. Oh my goodness. So I figure corner first, and we also connect this up, because I think that'll be good. Because basically what's going to happen with that corner is it's just going to sort of blend in behind here, so it looks like this is being built over top of it like a retaining wall. I gotta get my head on straight, because like these are the 2 of the 3 boxes that were for no, that's the dye box, and then these are 2 of the 3 boxes that were for having the fireworks working. And oh my goodness, like there should be another box full of fireworks stars somewhere. And no, we're back on task. We're not going to think about it anymore. One day they're going to pop back up, or they've gone and I've knocked them out somewhere and they've despawned, and that's just that. Also, funnily enough, one of the villagers has decided to make his home under here and has become an underground gremlin. I'm not sure what to make of this. Yes, you sir. Just chilling here, huh? Looking sus? Yep. Wait, which villager are you? You're the silky boy. Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about you then. You can stay and be the underground villager. Like, I'm not so worried about the Silk Touch villager, because Silk Touch is pretty okay to get. But, because right now we're at day 988, so that's only what, 12 days till day 1000. So and it was rather funny. Earlier in the week I called up my friend Shade and was like, hey, can I have some help with this redstone? And Shade was like, sure, when's it for? And I'm like, probably just a few days away. And Shade was like, feeling next time you want help with redstone, did you give me a few more days? I really like this. This is fun. But a little warning is much appreciated. I'm like, sorry. It was much oops. We go like that, and then we put a little bit of an inset. I think that would be good. So, it did actually end up, like, I think it worked out pretty well in the end, but much oopses. And I don't think, like, I need better time management when it comes to doing surprises. Because my goodness, I'm not sure I'd be able to handle doing that on a regular basis or again or anything like that, because oh my goodness. Go up like that. I think that'll look good. And then once we put a little bit of tuff in there, yeah, should look good. Do we have any tuff? Not here. Okay. I really hope you guys' day is going a bit better than mine, because, like, everything that could go, not everything that could go wrong, but a lot of things that could go wrong have gone wrong. Hi, how are you going? Oh. This is the big stream day. I'm hoping it'll get better. Like, today is just one of those real big kerfuffle days where there's been stuff going missing and things not working right, but it's gonna get better. I'm sure of it. Because it's only the morning, so I'm sure that things will work out better and things will start smoothing out and stuff like that. So it should be good. And also, we have a fireworks show today. So hopefully, because one of the things is, it's going to be 1,000 days in 11 days, and that'll be before the end of stream. Because one of the things is, we're going to have a fireworks show on the 1,000th day, which means we get to play around with all of these fun things. And these. So, I'm really excited to see this happen. It also means that we get to use up a lot of gunpowder, a lot of all of this sort of stuff. And if anyone has color requests or anything like that, we get to play around with it. Because we have a couple of stacks of diamonds to play around with. We have a lot of gunpowder. We can use about half of this gunpowder in explosives and half of it in what's it called? The other thing. And from there we can load it all into the dispensers, because we have a lot of fun to play around with. The only thing we don't have access to is feathers or mob heads. So we have not managed to get much in the way of feathers. We still need the stone. But, I mean, that's probably because we haven't actually had a chicken farm. But I mean, win some, lose some, I guess. These ones, I think. Like, I'm super excited. Doing that would require having a server and hosting and stuff like that, so that would require a lot more setup, and I would need to have a lot more time and stuff available beforehand. And it wouldn't be this specific world, it would have to be a copy of it. And so it would be kind of like, so it would be like getting together and seeing it for a party, if that makes sense. I think if it happened, that would be how I'd look at doing it. We need to grab some stuff. And I think I would look at doing that for a much higher day count or anniversary. Like if we got to 2 or 3 years and being like, ta-da, we made it! This is what the world looks like. You guys can go off and explore. Yeah. And it would also depend on like how many people were actually able to access the world at a time, because like if someone wanted to view but there were too many people actually on, it would it would be a bit of a problem, because then it would be all laggy and not so much fun for everyone. So then you'd probably be looking at, well, do you go with the OG people? Do you go with the like the, what do you call it? People who are subscribed on Patreon or YouTube memberships or something like that. And like it gets complicated, because on one hand right now I have a pretty low viewership, and I'm like on one hand I'm sort of okay the fact that I have a low viewership, like people come and they go and stuff, but I would be very happy if I had a larger viewership and people came and they, because if they came and they stayed, then that means they like my stuff, I would assume. Oh yeah, I have my simulation turned all the way up. Ah, welcome, Adele. So today is kind of a special day. We'll be reaching 1,000 days today. And so we're doing a bit of building, and then we'll also be making some fireworks and stuff like that. And doing all sorts. I'm thinking we'll bring this back to about here. Like that. And like, I think that sort of, on one hand, having the world open. Jim, how you going? Like having the openness is really good, but on the other, like the idea of opening it to like other people. Okay, so this is the city of the Wheaton Empire, and right now we are building a cliff, and this is between two retaining walls, these things on the side, and it's just a little bit of detail that helps the place pop out and exist, look good, something like that. Make it look a bit better than natural terrain, because while I like natural terrain, I think that going ahead and making the place look even better than natural terrain is a lot more fun. And you can make terrain be so much fun by going and decorating it yourself. And so basically, you can go in with gradients of stone and stuff like that, and come in and then give it various overhangs and things and shape, and make it so that it actually feels like it's something that is fairly natural. We'll need to come in with stairs and things like that, stairs, slabs, yada yada yada, and make it feel like it's crumbled down and alive later. But right now it's sitting between these two walls, and around this way is the start of the Wheaton Empire, as well as some old ruins with a tree growing through them. And the general idea for the Wheaton Empire is it's hiding all of our redstone, and all of these houses, well, this house is one of the villager houses, so all of these houses serve a function, whether it's to look after a villager or to look after a farm. Thanks. And thank you, Yurang. And like, I like having things functional but pretty. Although, can I just mention the fireworks show? I did not start it until it was probably too late to start in a sensible manner. We're doing a bit of decorating, making it all posh. Thank you, Reed. And like fixing up all these little bits that have been hanging around. And basically, then we are going to be doing some firework rockets, because I've been working on a secret project so that I can surprise you guys. Only thing is, I kind of accidentally let a shulker box full of firework rockets despawn. Spent all morning looking for them, and they are gone skis. They are absolutely removed from existence. So we're going to have some fun making some more firework rockets and seeing how well they work. So I really hope you guys have some favorite colors or anything like that, because we can have some fun with that. We have andesite. Yes, we do. Hi, Jensen. Thank you. Because basically, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the fireworks show. Oh, I missed a bit. I missed quite a big bit. Because with the fireworks show, I actually teamed up with Shade to to figure out how to redstone for it. And I was like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. And we spent a few late nights trying to figure out what was going on and how it worked. And like, I got out a full-on copy of the world and stuff and all of that. So we did a full-on big copy, etc, etc. And it should all work. Like, turning it on today will be the first time I've seen it in survival, but I've seen it in creative and I think it's crossed. Oh, launching 1K fireworks would be so cool, but I don't think I have the sugarcane for it. Unfortunately, I left the farming of the sugarcane too late because if I go... I think we need to replace this. Unfortunately, down there, like, this is my last ditch effort to get any sugarcane. Like, along the beach here, all of that is the sugarcane. I've been attempting to farm in the hopes that we will have some sort of sugarcane for the rockets. Like that. And just add some crumbly bits. Few more crumbly bits. We have no more crumbly bits, okay. We will come back for some more crumbly bits, but overall, I think that is the start of a good wall. So, basically, after finishing the redstone, I was like, wait, do we? And then I realized I think we should be good. Like, it wouldn't be 1K at a time. I think we should be okay. Actually, if we harvest this now, like, it's not all at the right height, but we'll be able to at least start on the fireworks. You know, knowing our luck, we'll probably find the fireworks box well after this and be like, oh, bollocks. There it is. And we have a bunch of diamonds to spend on this, because in the mining for the redstone for this, I found many diamonds. And let's face it, I am a mole, and among other things. See you later! And so, it's been pretty good. How's this looking? Yeah, we can take this. So, things are looking up. Okay. Like, I thought I was organized. I 100% thought I was organized on this. Apparently organized is a different word in spelling. Like, every time I think I'm organized, it comes out to being something completely different. I think this is out of growing range. Oh well. So, hopefully, that's at least something to start with. Do we have a crafting table? We do not. Okay. So, I'm thinking that we go with at least the colors in the bright range, because that means that it'll actually show up at night. Also, 100% I did not sleep at all while I was building this. Building the redstone for it, because I was pretty sure if I slept, I would have gone past 1,000 days, and that would have just been terrible to like get to 1,000 days and pass it before actually getting to here. And I was just like, I can't do that to you guys. You guys seem to like the whole 1,000 days thing. So it's like that, and then we add a sparkle. We need a whole stack. Like that, and then that. And we can make it really big like that. And then we can fade it to white. We need a whole stack of white, thank you. There we go, perfect. That. And then grab some of that. Bam, bam. One, two, three. And I shall show you. Oh no. Okay. We have a slight problem. Or a slight worry, I'm not sure which. If those are in our inventory, we have to worry about which fireworks are actually going to be shot. Because I figure we load this from the top down. So if we've got 3 stacks of fireworks, we've got 8 dispensers at the top. That is... okay, let's do a quick math. Calculator, please help us now. Okay, so that's 64 times 3, 192. Divided by 8 equals 24. So we get 24 in each of these. One, then okay. 24 for you. For you. And I'm really hoping that these are like sneaky enough so they'll be exciting or to see overall, hopefully. Because basically, the general idea is with these fireworks, these dispensers being up high like this, they're not going to need to shoot up. They're just going to need to shoot out. 4. And clear the general escape, right? And we have a few dispensers, so we can, if we want, come back later and remove some of this, because we can split it into 12, and that'll still... Actually, that is probably a wise idea to come and split it by half again, because then we can add some of these to a larger area. And I remember so much why I don't like phantoms. Like, doing this reminded me why I do not like phantoms. Okay, so we go like that. We go like that, and I think that's all of the dispensers up here. Yep, okay. So, now we come down here. And I figure these two we fill with these. We do like that. Oh, not that one. Because basically there is some pre-programmed timing into this, and it's set off so that that's a 13. But it's set off so that it basically ends up being so that hopefully it'll look good. Well, of course it'll look good. I've seen it work. But with having different timings and things like that, yes, that is exactly right, zombie. It should end up being something that over time, well, gives us something that, what's the word? Looks good from all angles. And we have probably created overkill, but that is okay. Overkill is underkill. Well, there we go. Okay. I think that's all the dispensers that need these ones. Hopefully. Okay, okay. You know what? We'll just do this. There we go. Okay, we will come back. We will fill those up with something else. And what we'll do for now is we will mark those with a dirt block. We know we have to come back to that, and because it's right by a sea lantern, it won't spawn mobs. Perfect. It's like, that's something I always have to be aware of around here, at least with this build, because of the fact that it's the mob farm, and having mobs spawn here would be really bad news. Okay. So we got magenta, color, check. And they're going to be all big and twinkle. No, they're going to be little and twinkle. No, those are books. Those are all. I put it anywhere funny. Just going to do a quick check for that shulker box. Oh, okay, no, we have not. Still can't. Much disappointment, sadness. Welcome back. So that's the first layer or first color done. Now, what do you guys think of light blue? It's like, I think light blue will be pretty good. If we go light blue, and then we go for a big bang, so that means, do we have blaze rods? So we can go blaze rod, coal, gunpowder. Oh, why am I at 1,000 days and no netherite? Funny you should ask that. I'm not fond of wearing netherite. Like, this skin looks way better in diamond drip. What am I coloring? I'm coloring fireworks. But the way I see it, like, I've got one pickaxe in thing, but I don't see the need for netherite. But eventually I'll get around to getting my pickaxe done and all my pickaxes done in netherite. But it's just like, why bother? Yeah, bum bum bum. So what we're coloring are fireworks. So all of these are going to be going into what is it called? A big fireworks display that we'll be shooting off at on day 1000, which is in 9 days. Yes, I do. We don't have 1,000 fireworks. Oh, or it might end up being 1,000 fireworks. I'm sure it'll be definitely a few stacks of fireworks, nonetheless. I'm thinking maybe we mix in a bit of red in this one. So we go light blue and red. Put in a bunch of diamonds. Bit of that. And then maybe some sparklers. Like, I think if we have a bunch of sparkle all through that, I think that'll be good. Oh, and some of that. Oh, we need a bit more. Because basically, if we put in 2 colors at the same time, we'll have 2 colors going through the firework at the same time. And we can put in a trail off color into white. Because if you've seen fireworks go off, they tend to trail off into white. And I'd like to capture that idea. We just need to grab some white color. That. Then these ones we're going to have at double the height. Hopefully we've got enough. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, so am I. No, everything, thank you. Right. I was working on this from like, oh, what was it? Something like 8 AM to 9 PM last night with a lunch break, of course, because you should always have breaks in the middle of the day, I think, personally speaking, if you can. Because otherwise it's not good work-life balance, although what I did was not a good work-life balance. No, it's a bad work-life balance. Okay. But doing that was so much. Okay, so we want 12 in each of these ones, because these are going to be big posh ones that are all sparkly. Yes, switch. And then we put the rest of them downstairs, where I hope on the lower layer, either on the inside ring or the outside ring. And I think doing that should get us most of what we need. And oh no. Accurate drums, we're not accurate. Perfect. Okay, and that brings us back to here. Okay, so I'm thinking with these, we fill up these main edge ones, and what we're going to end up doing is having a barge out here, or we can sit on there. Because we have the on button. Is the 0 too many in the days? Oh, oh no, thank you for pointing that out. I will fix it out after stream. I'm writing that down now. 6,000 0. There we go. Okay, thank you. I will fix that. Okay. Like, on one hand, technically I can do that now, but I think that is a very distracting thing. So, we can technically, if we run out of rockets, make it so that over this side is the more... I'm sorry. The more fancy side. So if we run out of rockets, this is going to be the more fancy side. Yeah, my usual spell checker wasn't available. They're the person that normally picks up if I've got too many of a letter or something. So it did not happen. And oh, like that. Aha. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to... So, and then I'm thinking for these ones, because it's not actually the diamonds, surprisingly, or anything else that's the worry. It's actually the paper and the gunpowder. Because this is using so many of the things, it's actually going to be quite a... It's going to be quite a... drain on the gunpowder. And one of the things that is going to be important is having a... What's the word? Careful. Welcome. A careful eye on where the rockets are placed, because at least for being fancy, and making sure that we don't double up on having fancy rockets in different places. It's always nice to... Oh, I missed putting bits back. If you guys want, I'll show you the redstone later. Oh, why are we slow? Aha, that is why we are slow. And we are finally out of fish! Yes! We can have steak! Oh, yay! Steak, how I have missed you. Like, on one hand, salmon is really nice. It is good saturation and all of that. But on the other hand, it's nice to have a variety in your diet. Because I get all my fish from the what's it called? The Guardian Farm? And so I get really bored of just hanging out there and getting my levels back up to normal. So Leon, we are organizing fireworks for the 1000th day, and we're going to have a fireworks show. Oh no. We may need to worry about gunpowder though. That's a problem. Okay. So we're being very fancy about our fireworks. I figure we go like this and like this. Thank you. We need some of that, and then maybe we go like this. Wait, what did... Okay. We did something funny there. Oh, we didn't put in a full stack. That's a bit of an oops. Oh well. We will work within the bounds of what we've got. Fade it to white. Fade it to white. What? What did we just do? We have the huge mistake. 10 out of 10, I regret this mistake. Like, we have stacks of TNT. We can shoot up the TNT. We have more TNT than we have gunpowder right now. At least I think we do. And I'm not sure. Like, I think if we shoot up the TNT, that would be a bad mistake. Like, if we did that, that would be just... Like, I could see that becoming a very, very bad maneuver. Okay. So. Oh. Okay. So, priority, I think we do this side. We make sure... I found the edge. We make sure that this side is done. Then we work to the back, because then we'll make sure that we've got all the fireworks all sorted. And if nothing else, we can always hunger stuff off other places. And then I think we should be okay. That one's set. That one's set. Like, this is weirdly exciting. Okay, those don't connect together. That. And what we can do is if two of the types of rockets don't connect, we can always just combine them in weird ways. Like, we can put 2 stacks of rockets in together. And that should be fine. One, 2. So hopefully. 1, 2. Oh no! Whoa, those are different. Empty? Yes, empty. What? Oh, those are different. Why do I have so many different rockets? Okay. Those ones we can put together. Those ones we can't put together. That is full. 5? Yes, okay. Okay. I think we might be onto something. This is good. Oh, wait. One of those and one of those. So, right side of this, that's 10, 11. Are these equal? No, they're not. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Right side. We're actually getting fairly far around the thing. I'm kind of... Wait, why is that one blank? Shouldn't be blank. Oh. Oh. We crafted some blank ones. That's a waste. Okay. Then we can deal with that. We can deal with having blank rockets. 4. Oh, 4. There we go. No, wait. Okay. I think we've almost got enough. This is great. So this is like fully around the back, so we won't worry about that for now. But I think from about here forward is where we should worry about. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. 8. 9, 10. 11, 12. We can math this. Okay. So I think if we pull the rest of the rockets from around the back and then make sure that they are firing there. Where did we put those? They stopped around about here, right? Oh. Yeah, because if we take these and we put those in the front, then I think that would be better than having what we've got right now. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. And that'll actually cover. Oh wait, is this actually full? Oh, we didn't need to do this. I was organized. I'm being replaced by a pop person. Who is this person? I don't believe this. So strange. Okay. 1, 2. No, not those ones. Leave that behind. Put that in. Yeah. Okay, so it's that one and that. Okay, so that covers all but the last quarter. And so those are lime twinkles that, yeah, those are, so we can add, that does jack shit. We have 1. So we need to mark that one as needing, wait, isn't there rockets up there that need stuff? Didn't we forget a dispenser? Something up here that we marked with, yeah, here. Yeah, it needs something over here. Yeah, we need, these won't do anything. Why am I in charge of the explosives? Who put me in charge of the explosives? This is ridiculous. Okay, so we're looking for white duration 1, magenta fading to white with a twinkle. Okay, we can pull that off. And it's a large ball. Okay. And all of these need to disappear. We will use them eventually, but at the moment we're just wasting TNT. Gunpowder. It's something. Okay. All of these. In here, please. Okay. Magenta. Paper. Fading to white. Our last piece of TNT. Fire charge, making it a big ball. Fading it to white. What are those? Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, I wonder if I had any more glowstone. I do not. Okay. We'll pull this off somehow. Do. Okay. For that. Not that yet. For that. Okay. Hopefully this is enough. I don't think that's enough. Okay. We will work on that. So if necessary, we can just sit and we can watch from a specific angle and hope that it works. We can also tear down all of this sugarcane. But at the moment, I don't think wait, we've been working around the mob farm. We can get more gunpowder. Mob more noises. Activate. Failure to climb scaffolding. Also activate. Yes. Gunpowder. Awesome. Wait, is there more in there? No. Okay. We have some more gunpowder. This is great. Okay. We have a few of these without 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's okay. We now come with rockets. Chelsea, welcome. Right now we are filling up droppers with dispensers. I figure we swap out the rest that we can't put Twinkle in with the trail diamond ones, because now we have more diamonds than we have glowstone, which is a really weird sentence to say. I did not think that sentence would ever leave my mouth. I guess perks of being a mole? Or possibly a hermit that lives underground. I'm not sure which one of these is more applicable. Oh my goodness, that sounds very early. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't really have context for that. We can go like that and grab those. And we should be able... Like, that sounds like... From what you've mentioned before, that sounds vaguely better. We have any more bones? We have more bones, right? Yes, we have more bones. End up. I think that's a translation area. Okay. Okay, so we got those fading to white. I think between these, we should be good. Yes, yes, I've heard of bottle brush shrubs. I've heard of them. I think I've seen one a long time ago. Hey, the name sounds familiar. but I couldn't tell you what it is off the top of my head. One of those. Do we have any more paper? Okay, we do not have any more paper. What did I just hit? Oh, that's what I just hit. I'm much curious as well. Like, the name is familiar, but not enough to actually mean anything. Oh, yes! Yes! Ah! Yes, okay. So that is a red shrubby thing that... Oh, I don't think I think I ran into the jungle log with the cocoa beans on it. So the butterbush shrub thing was fairly common where I grew up. Not yet. Right now we're almost finished loading the dispensers. We just need a little bit more paper and we should be good. Hopefully this is enough. I just like it was one of those plants that was so common that you'd almost think it was a weed. If we go with that, and so we'll finish loading the dispensers and we are going to wait 7 more days. Minecraft days, thankfully. Could you imagine? Yes, come back next week. We're gonna fire this off next week and then we'll be good. I don't think I could live with myself doing that to everyone. That would be horrible. Although, I'm kind of thinking... Wait, we forgot a railing here. There's no railing here. We forgot a railing. Oh, wow. Wait, those plants are in Germany? I thought they were Kiwi. Wow. Because I always thought they were a relative of Rata. Oh wait, we need 8 in these. Oop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. 4. You know, we'll just live with that now. Oh, like, importing plant. Oh, that must have taken some work. Oh no, wait. European law would be different to Kiwi law, so importing plants and stuff in New Zealand is like nigh on impossible unless you have the right permits and stuff. Oh, that sucks. Like, they aren't exact, because the areas that they grow in here, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that I think covers everything here. So we just have the back chunk to do, because they're fairly prolific, the plant I'm thinking of. Oh, they're native to the Australian continent and maybe, okay. Maybe my island. Okay. That makes sense. Because apparently there's a lot of cross whatever what do you call it? Cross culture? Cross plant culture between Australia and New Zealand. But I imagine with which one is it? Latitude? Longitude? Between Germany and cross-pollination. That's a good one. That is probably a good way to describe it. Between the two areas, that there is a lot of different not different six need four and no, that's not right. Four. Here we go. I have completely lost this train of thought. No, it has ran away. It has taken all the carriages of Brain Train with it. Don't know where it's gone. It has stolen all the words. We need to put out a lost persons report on it. Okay, and I think that's all the dispensers. Woohoo! We win! Okay. Oh, and that one. Man. Okay, we have all the dispensers filled. All organized. We actually did it! Okay. Yeah, like, I remember walking to school and seeing it fairly common. Seeing it as a fairly common plant. And I get it mixed up for Rata, which has a similar flower. That one and Pahutakawa, which is something that flowers mostly on coastlines and in warmer areas where there isn't much frost. Okay, we need to get some landscaping going there now that we've got that all sorted, and we have 6 days to go. Yeah. Because basically it's one of those ones where you know how kids are like, do you love me not, with picking flowers? In the area where I grew up, you'd take the seeds. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, from what I understand, the area where I grew up, it wasn't super frost heavy. And actually, now that I think about it, in the areas where there have been frosts, I haven't seen much of it. So maybe it isn't particularly frost hardy. What are you doing here? These are my chests. I look after... Oh, having a little itty bitty bee nest really appeals. Oh, but wait, that would mean we'd actually have to give up a bee nest. I don't want to do that. Oh, but an itty bitty chest, we could do that. I'm sorry. Uh, oh wait, no. I just realized that I hadn't moved before I could think. I wanted to keep the llamas. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Wait, have we checked these chests? No? Okay, that's good, because I think I would have been actually mad if I did something. You're right, pros do use channeling tridents. It's muscle memory. I've been playing for about 10 years. I started playing in 1.6.4 when that came out. And I started playing because basically my glasses needed changing and I was like, I can't read. I can't play these high graphics games because it's giving me a migraine. And my brother was like, hey, play this. And I was like, ew, I don't want your dumb block game. And he's like, you'll like this dumb block game. Yes. There will be many more too. I can pretty much guarantee it. And yeah, I thought it was a dumb block game at the start. But because like I was really into the fact that, hey, these games come with circles now. Because when I was growing up, the only games I really had access to were DOS games. And like the fact that you could get circles in games was really amazing to me. And then along came this and it's square. Ew! Why? Why are you going backwards? Like, it just didn't compute to me. But as you can see, the game has grown on me, and I have spent the last 10 years eating my words. I have also forgotten a block. Yeah, I would definitely not disagree. I would definitely agree. Minecraft is a work of art. Nope, that does not have the mud. Is it in this one? Yes, it. So, I think having that sort of thing, being able to revise my opinions has definitely been a godsend. And this is one block too long, but I do not care. Today I do not care. Tomorrow I might, and I might push this back a little bit. Also, I need a bit of spruce. So, and especially when you can sit back and you can tell your own stories through a world, like with this world. And yes, this is the remains of a mistake. So basically, while I was building the firing mechanisms for the fireworks, I tried to turn this into a honey block farm. It is not a farm that can do honey blocks very well. I was getting like 1 honey block a day versus all of this. Speaking of which, we need to play around with the honey blocks. These guys really like trying to go in that door. I'm not sure what we should do to fix it. I'm thinking maybe put a slab or something there. And I think that should... Buddy, you can't... Look. Apparently they can go through there. Okay, go on. So I'm thinking we should put another building about here. Either way, I'm not sure about what I just saw there. That was cursed. You're not supposed to go through trapdoors. Oh, we need a door. Okay, anywho, I'm getting distracted. We need a building. Building about here. Actually, it would probably be good to finally do the building for this one and figure out how to actually get this sorted out. So what's going to happen with this one is we need to make it so that we can access the lever here, because this turns on and this does this, but there's no bone meal in here, right? We could switch this for a block that lets power through, or possibly, I think we can put the lever underneath here. No, we can't do that. But this is the only block we actually need to access. So, I don't really want to build that one. Like, I've been avoiding building that one because it's such a weird shape. But we can do it. We can make it look good. And like, I think with the blocks and stuff that have become available, it makes, for me, Minecraft a very interesting art and survival tool. And it's a lot of fun. I think pushing into the reds for the base would be cool. Like, just a little bit of a dark red base. And then we make it really bright on top. Probably a high contrast into the sandstone. If we've got it. Yeah, I think we got it. Hey, do we have any furnaces around and all set up? Surely we've got furnaces. Wait, do nether bricks come in walls? Yeah. Wait, when did they add nether brick walls? We have nether brick fences, but when did we get nether brick walls? Or have they always been nether brick walls and I've just been living under a rock? I do not remember these. Like, it's kind of weird sometimes. Sometimes there's just things that have been in the game for ages. Oh. I must have been living under a rock then. Because maybe I just assumed that the nether brick wall was just something that existed, that since we had nether brick fences it didn't exist. I think what we'll do is we'll make it something similar to this, just inverted. And it should be okay, except I'm thinking that the roof should be a lighter color so it's not so imposing. It's the wrong one. And by doing that, we should be okay. And this, oh, these are going to be like little alleyway roads. That's why they're marked out like that. And they're basic. Ooh, we are going to have to move this alleyway road. They're basically there as a general guideline because these are. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of life? I don't know. They're basically supposed to help things flow nicely And they're also to help with sightlines and stuff, planning sightlines, so you can look through here and be like, oh yes, I see off into the distance and stuff like that, rather than, oh yeah, I just have a lump of stuff all the time. Wherever I look, I just see buildings. Instead of, oh yes, I see off into the distance, I see cool stuff. So sometimes we'll be able to just look and see staircases, or we'll be able to look and see a cool tunnel, and that's generally the idea. And I like planning my sightlines before I plan anything else because it makes life easier in the long run, I think. So we can have a doorway about here, I think. And I think this is about the darkest we should go in this town because, oh, it's dark. And then, like, because if we go any little darker, then we might end up with problems later on. Oh wait, we were looking for the furnaces. Wait. Yes, I would 100% agree with that. And especially if you're, like, especially when there are other limits around that and you're able to use whatever you're doing to push around those limits. And if you're restricted in other ways, use whatever you're doing to open up your world and make it worth living. Because what drop is in there? Because that's what makes it worth it, I think. When you're actually able to, let's move those out before we accidentally blow ourselves up. When you're actually able to go ahead and discover a new way of living from something that wasn't great beforehand, then that's worth it. And I think that's where it's at. We have a furnace. That's great. Okay, we need more coal. We have more coal. Because I find that if there's something you want to do and you find that the approach, like the standard approach to doing it doesn't work, but you really want to do it, and you push and you push and it just doesn't work for you, then if you try a different approach, it can sometimes actually work. And it might not be the correct and proper way. We need to pull that out one more, like that. It might not be the, I want to call it the socially acceptable way, or the way that is acceptable for, or palatable for most people, but can be a way for you to go ahead and live and succeed and be awesome and be fulfilled. And I think finding your equilibrium in the world, your wholeness in the world is really important, because your wholeness in the world, your abdomen, your bit where you're finding your meaning of life won't look the same as anyone else's. And yeah, you will have ups and downs, and I want to say the terrible thing of trials and tribulations and all those cliche things, but yeah, they are pretty on track there. But it'll work if you. And hey 13. And yeah, so we are 5 days till 1,000 days, 13, and right now we are organizing a building for our poor old sea pickle farm, which I think I tested this out in a different thing, and I need to just add a little bit of safety water for. Hello, sir. For which part? Like, did we put in an entrance? We did not. Or just over here, we need to just add a couple of stairs, because sometimes it hours for too long and makes these a little too dry. So before we actually use that for very often, that's what we got to do with that. Speaking of which, do we have any stairs on hand? We have one. Okay. We have more. This is good. This is very good. Okay. It was actually quite interesting. I had that sort of talk that are you living your life talk with a concerned family member recently, because of my health concerns and the fact that basically my normal level of functioning is different than most other people's, and the fact that for me doing this is really, really freeing and awesome and stuff like that, and I think they see it as more of a, oh, you're inside, you're staying still, you're doing other things, but I'm glad you're talking to people. And it's like, well, actually no, I'm out, I'm getting out there and stuff like that. So whatever your getting out and about is, go for it. That's my point of view. Okay, that's where the bone meal goes. Now we've got extra safety water for our coral. Eventually, bone meal goes in there. Gets spat out, hits the sea pickle. Eventually, the sea pickle goes and propagates to there. That eventually gets powered on a slower repeater tick and hits the bone meal. Thank you, Random Ninja. It's very much appreciated. I think like it's quite interesting because of the culture in New Zealand. It's very much of a, yeah, you keep your head down, you don't really talk about your achievements type thing. And like it's really weird coming onto YouTube where people are like, oh yeah, I brag about what I do, and it's one of those things that's quite a culture shock for me. And I'm always never sure if it's like, oh yeah, should I talk about that or not? Is that like full-on navel gazing or what? On the other hand, it's like, no, it really should be something that's talked about because other people need to hear it for themselves. Because like, I think younger me would have really appreciated hearing that. I think we should get another furnace. And also I think we should start adding some greenery just dotted about so that this place feels more alive. Grab some of that. And in here, no, we kind of adopted all the greenery, but basically we can go and do things like that and just add random greenery everywhere. Oh no, he did not. This is great. Yay, we didn't put it away. And we can also hide sea lanterns and stuff. Sniffers are green. Oh, I haven't actually found a sniffer egg yet. So I'm actually really looking forward to when we find a sniffer, because like seeing sniffers, they look really cute and lumpy and things. So I think it'll be really cool to have them around. And really, if we go and yeah, like the only question would be, would we put them in the Wheaten Empire or would we save their eggs and give them to the Potato Republic because they dig things up? And because they dig things up, would that not be more of a potato-esque thing? Because, like, on one hand, if we end up giving them to the Potato Empire, the Potato Republic, it would mean we'd have to wait for a while longer. But on the other hand, it does seem more thematic to me. Okay, we totally need a way more than those. Like that is a vibe and I'm here for it and I love it. We're going to use so many of those. Potato Republic sniffers? Okay. We're going to just totally ignore the fact that the door exists. Potato Republic? Okay, awesome. We shall give them to the Potato Republic. And I am out of these. Oop, here we go. Perfect. Awesome. I will make sure that if we find any sniffer eggs, we will save them for the Potato Republic. And this... I'm thinking that this is actually a better height than this, so we will knock this off. Wasn't it a surprise when they hatched? Let's shook it. but we need more nether brick. Actually, if we get some flowers ticking over so we can plant more of these, and we will come back to that. I love those. I love those so much. They are the best. Because, like, I want to take the Potato Republic in a completely different direction. Like, they were the ones that kept the knowledge of magic versus these guys who ended up with the ruins, but they ended up much worse off. Oop, I saw sand in that. Well, much worse off, like, memory technology-wise, that sort of thing. We don't need that many. We probably only need that many. We're good. So they basically have ended up, like, they've got, like, their technology is basically catapults versus the Potato Republic, which is like, we do magic and weird things like that. And so we might play around with redstone lighting and things like that, and strange lighting effects, which I think will be really cool. So the redstone here will be, so unlike the wait for that to load. So unlike here where the redstone is functional, we can play around with some very frivolous redstone, I think, and do like fancy lighting techniques and things like that. And I think it'll be really cool, because I'm feeling like I'm starting to get the hang of some simple redstone, like doing some lighting waves and things like that. I think we can do that pretty confidently. But what it does mean is that we're going to have to be pretty careful about how we do it. Otherwise we might end up with some lag of many kinds. But I think we should be okay. It's okay. We'll work through it together. It's like, I think with redstone, it's okay not to understand it as long as you smile and wave and hope that it works. And if it works, then it's good. It's working. And if you're following a tutorial, then it's double good. We will studiously ignore the fact that there is a hole there. Is that rain or... No, not a thunderstorm. Oh, and these should be able to have come through. Oh, actually, just seeing these made me think that possibly we could go ahead and... What's the word? I've forgotten the word. I'm sure it'll come back, but... No, I have forgotten it. It's gone. Something like... Nope. I'm trying very hard, but I think redstone ate it. Like, I was thinking of redstone and then it disappeared. Maybe redstone is a bit more dangerous than I thought. I like this whole pattern thing that you can do with it. Do-do-do. And I'm trying very, very hard to make sure that we're going to get the fireworks on the right day. So we've got 7 days, no, 3 days to go. Oh, right, bone meal. We need bone meal so that we can add some grass. Because having some grass just dotted in and about, I think will be good. Yes! Very much so. I kinda wish we could just have these big flowers. That'd be cool. Like, having the big flowers looks so nice. But I understand that it probably won't happen. We go like this, and then we grab... I think in here we've got some... Yep. Like... I found out that we were getting some loss from the cactus farm, but because the cactus was just going off the water stream and onto land, and I was like, should I put a lid on that? Should I not? I'd better. And now, well, there is a lot. So I'm really grateful that I put in the overflow. So now there is a lot. There is just ridiculous amounts. Now we can go like this. And have greenery. I think that just really adds the... Yes. Hey, voila. That's what you get for snooping where they really shouldn't be. And now we have like a little scrubby area just tucked away. Looking good. I think if we knock this back a little bit, I think that's better. And then we come in with some wheat, because we always need wheat in the Wheaten Empire. It's much appreciated, much wanted. Only question is, where have we gone? Thank you. Do we have any more seeds? I know we've got some seeds somewhere. And we don't need to worry about how long it takes for these to grow because, well, they'll grow eventually. And the area is mostly safe from zombies. What is wrong with you? Okay, I'm thinking what we'll do is we're going to place like half slabs up here instead so these guys can't do this. Look, there, just go in. Go in. Ignore it. Don't do this. No! 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 I'm putting glass there. I'm putting glass there. Hi, Gyro! Welcome! We're 3 days away from actually having the 1000th day. And so we're doing a bit of decoration. Doesn't he? Why are you moaning? Why is there a zombie sound in here? I'm not getting into that right now. We're going to studiously ignore that. We're going to walk this way. We're going to pretend we never heard that. Yep. Here we go. Perfect. So, we've spent the first little bit of stream working out a fireworks show. Or at least filling up the fireworks show. And then we're just doing a little bit of details here and there so that things can look cool, be fun, be chill, and stuff like that. So we can be excited. I am super hyped for the fireworks show. Just saying, like, full on, full out. I can honestly say that was the biggest. Like, it has been the biggest redstone project I have worked on. And I am super hyped about it. So hopefully we can... I know I don't need to. Oops. But I'm just like really excited. Okay, like let's work. Let's get back on task. Let's get back on task. We've got this area looking lovely. So I'm thinking what we'll do with this is we'll probably put a mud roof on it. Oh, like, but look at the days. They haven't gone down, and I really want them to go down because, like, waiting is really hard. Especially today. If we go like that, then we go like that. That compacts things. Like, in an ideal world, I would have said nothing about the fireworks show, but when it comes to things like this, it's so hard to keep a secret. It's just like, yee! I have a cool surprise for you guys. And that's just really hard. Wait, really? Okay, so the reason why I do it with multiple different color types of blocks is because, like, it makes it more interesting. And you'll notice that I'm doing it in the same sort of color palette. So it's sort of all in the warm color range. Because doing it that way, it makes it feel like the houses are all individual. And you'll also notice that they're all sort of following the same general shape language. So they're all got these walls on the outside, whether they're skinny walls or fat walls, depending on how big the house is. The only one that's an exception is this one, because I didn't actually really put much effort into it. So I should come back and do more effort on it, but sort of fallen down the to-do list. And they all have very flat roofs, most of them being slabs, some of them being full blocks. And that's because this area is supposed to be hot, right? And in a lot of hot climates, they have flat roofs. And that, from what I understand, that's to help with dealing with heat, and the fact that on flat roofs you can have like gardens and sails and things like that, ventilation. Although I might be wrong, but the color scheme of it is actually based off wheat, like wheat and block, block. There we go. So by doing that, we can go ahead and we can actually get our color palette, because this is the general color. We can match it up to things like Shroomlights, endstone, sand, dripstone. On the other end, we've got netherrack, granite, all of these terracottas. Funnily enough, we're right by a Badlands, yay. We've got our neutral colors in our mud and our dirt. Most of our woods, I'm not so fond of putting the cherry in there because of how pink it is. But yeah, they all fall into the same color palette that is for this village, and when they're all together and mixing, it kind of works. Especially when you actually add it together with what were we wanting? Mud. Okay, we probably need to grab a bit of this. And especially when you actually go ahead and you add what's it called? The same build style, because when it comes to traditional building style, that is also something that shows off a region, is the building style more than color. But when you mix the two together, it gives you a vibe that makes it feel like all the buildings belong together. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Hopefully we can go like this. Like this. Like this. Yes. Oh, good. When I go off talking about that sort of thing, I'm always like, did that make sense or did it not? I hope it does, because I think I just talked around in circles. It's just like the fact that I'm taking advantage of the fact that there are dandelions here. Like, if any cornflowers popped up, I'd be picking those and putting them somewhere else and not letting them stay. I like peony for their shape, but I wouldn't be putting lilacs here, because I think they make a nice contrast to the squareness, but I think lilacs would be more of a copying of the building shape, and I think we've got too much of that. Well, we're going to have too much if we keep putting them. And I think the greenery that you add to buildings and stuff like that also helps with building design and stuff. Like, stuff like that is things that we need to add lights in there before we cover this up. Otherwise we're going to get mobs. Oh, thank you, sir. Because I think flowers and things like that and greenery, they are just as important as anything else. Also, most of these roofs are half slabs for a good reason, because they either allow light through or they stop mobs from spawning anyway. So most of these mobs most of these roofs are mob proof by design. And also, if we go like that, we can still access, which is great. We appreciate this. Have any more? No, we do not. Okay. Like, one thing that we're going to have to look out for in this village as we add more villagers is making sure that they can't actually wander off too far, because as it stands right now, we've got one villager who has decided that they're mole man and they're living below us. Yes, roofs or mobs, very much so. Actually, funnily enough, with that title, the reason why that title ended up like that was because I got so frustrated with spelling roofs and I kept spelling it wrong, so I was like, fine, it's being the title and it can be a joke. I was so salty by the end of that. Because my person who does the spell checking was like, I keep pointing out these beds. Wait, how do we have a deep fire coral block in there? That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's weird. And I was just so confused by the end of it. Okay. We good there? We have a basic pitch building. And like, from here, you can basically do... Can we make buttons out of this? No, we cannot. Okay, I'm thinking we'll go with some... Wait, can we make mud buttons? We cannot make mud buttons. This is sad. Okay. I'm thinking that this will probably actually... Because of how high this needs to be inside, this would probably... do well if we add a divider of some sort. Because it's got that really awkward height to it. Compared to like these other buildings. Or even like some aeration. If we just put in some really high aeration. Yeah, I think having uneven builds, it's really nice because you can actually go ahead and have some fun with it. Actually, let's not put that there. Because when you do uneven builds, no, that's 2 blocks. Actually, we can move that along. And if you're like, it doesn't, it takes about the same amount of planning as an even build, but you end up with something that's a little bit more wonky, and it fits into the landscape in a different type of way, because basically the whole... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Where'd the other torch go? We're just gonna walk away from that. We're going to pretend we didn't do that. Nope, 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 nope. We're going to have to fix that. But basically, when you go ahead and you make it a little bit wonky, when you're putting it next to square houses, it looks weird. But if you have a whole bunch of wonky builds, then it actually feels like they fit together and like the builds have been taken care of and they're alive, and I like it like that. And I think we need nether brick. But that's how you make fences, right? Nether brick fences? Either that or mangrove fences is what we need, I think. Because if we go mangrove fence... Oh, actually, we go this. Some of that. Some of this. I think that should do it. Because you put it together. And then... like, we've got ones that are wonky and ones that aren't. And so all of these ones that are going around the paths, they're straight, they're wonky, versus this one and this one, they're straight. And I think having a mixture really livens the place up. We should be able to go like that. Yeah. And now we've got some windows looking good. So this makes it feel like a functional place rather than a place that is supposed to be visited. Unlike what this guy says. Oh yeah! So the general idea of that was supposed to be like a watchtower type thing. But I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll put in some more fireplaces with hay bales underneath, because we've got hay bales under here, so we've got more smoke. Actually, we should put a chimney in this. Because if we do that, that'll look really cool. Oh, yeah. And there's actually room in it too. So do we have one available? I'm sure we've got one somewhere. And we can do it with, I'm thinking, we go up with nether brick walls? No, sandstone walls. Sandstone walls I think would be better. Because that... soul lantern campfire will be fine, thank you. And we just put it around the edges. Actually, if we use birch trapdoors, that'll give us the idea of a soul of birch from the distance we're at. Okay, so this should be 90. Okay, next time we sleep, we are having fireworks. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, so I'm thinking we put campfire like that. Don't worry about that because we're going to go like this. Then we go like this. And from most angles, we won't be seeing it, but I think that that should be good. I'm just adding a little bit extra. The other thing I think I want to do is grab some normal sandstone and just dot it through here along with some birch planks. Yeah. It's just little things, I think, that add life to builds. Speaking of which, we need to add this road coming through here again so it can join back up like that. Because I think when you add like stuff like that is what makes these types of places alive. Like the mob farm, it isn't really alive. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure out the difference between building a monument versus building something that feels like it's living, because having things that are living feels really, really different. Oh, it does a little bit. Oh, wait, we needed birch. No, we've got birch this way. And, like, I used to build villages, well, on the rare occasion that I'd actually willingly build a village with just the functional buildings and going ahead and just adding a building there, a building here, and enough buildings for each of the villages. And like, it would always feel a little bit soulless and stuff. So I was like, there's got to be something more than this. There's got to be something better. And so I think adding like the trees, the flowers, the everything else, that's part, I think, of what makes a village alive in Minecraft. Oh, that looks so much better. Yes! Okay, so that's going to be in part 2. What's going to happen? Well, phase 2 for this village. City, actually. Because this is basically downtown. And then up here, what's going to happen is we're going to build a giant bridge that's going to go over the ravine here. Well, ravine, water, river, and over on the other side we're going to build a big castle, which is going to be a project, sort of mob farm sized project, and that's where we're going to be. That's going to be our next big project of things to do, and it's we were going to spend some time doing that, quite a bit of time, and we're going to use interesting resources. Like, I kind of want to see if we can use a little bit of sponge in there, because I think we can make it. Because I think, like, just using the occasional sponge will be interesting, and like, of course, raw gold block will look amazing, and having just that yellow and red theme, like, will look really, really cool. But also the fact that it's going to be not your usual grey castle as standard, I think will be really interesting to design and build. So I'm really curious to see how that'll look. Looks like this week's gone bad. Yeah, very much so. Oh, well, endstone by default I think is cobbled, but I'd love to see cracked endstone. I want an endstone. I want more endstone. Please give me more endstone. Like, it's so obvious that there is so little endstone compared to everything else. Like, it's that. It is literally that. And it is so depressing when you're trying to build and be like, yeah, I want this much. Actually, we should... Endstone would be amazing to build the castle out of. I should wash my mouth out before I actually plan that, because that would be so much endstone. That is a bad idea. I should not do that. It looks so good though. Oh, we could do it with like mixing in highlights of quartz, and we could do it like, oh yeah, like, yeah, oh, that would look amazing. Oh, we gotta do it. We have to do it. We need more endstone. We need like all the endstone. We need at least cool, let's see, for the mob farm I used what, 6 double chest, so we'll be using quite a lot. That'll be a task. Okay, I mean, it's not it'll be doable. It'll probably be good if we got at least another couple of pickaxes covered in netherite. Yeah. Like, I think we'd probably go mining for netherite on a stream. Okay. So the main question is, do we want to have the fireworks tonight? Or do we have it on the on the night of 1,000? So we're ticking down to 1,000 and having a fireworks. Or do we go and have day 1,000 and then have the fireworks? That is the important part, because now is the decision. It is day 999. And we need a button. Speaking of which, we also need a little boat to sit on, so we'd better get crafting that. Oh, like help people. Okay, yeah, we can do that. So we'll wait till the moon is all the way up in the sky, and then we will see some fireworks. Because if I understand it correctly, normally Minecraft ticks over on when the sun rises or something like that. But for us, we'll do it in the middle of the night. So, what I think we need is a boat, because I think it will be appropriate if we sit out on the water and watch this rather than flying around. Like New Year's? Okay, yeah. Awesome. My steak keeps wandering off. Okay, we've got to be real quick about this boat. On the bright side, we can, if we need to, just have some scaffolding and leave it as a platform there. Oh, this is exciting! Oh my goodness. So I think about here should be good. Yeah? Oh my goodness. So we're going to leave night vision off. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. We got the fireworks. Oh, wait. We've forgotten one very important thing. Button. Like, I have a emergency button on the inside so I can actually start it. But it's not a very useful button. Okay. Button. Check. Moon. Going. Oh my goodness. I've been never so excited to see the moon rise ever. My goodness. Like, so there is actually a countdown timer on these fireworks, so we have time to go back and land on the raft, and then there'll be some time to actually get in position and everything. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. almost there. Oh. Let's go. Okay. I think I'll press it now because it waits a little bit. Okay. Let's go. Oh my goodness, you can actually see the mobs still dropping. Because I know when I tested this, the amount of there's 2 stacks of items in the timer. So because I was really worried that I wouldn't have time to actually go and get organized and stuff like that. So by the time the moon reaches there, it should be going. I probably made the fuse, like, I'm seeing this and I'm like, I probably made the fuse too long. Is the fuse too long? 2 stacks of items, that 24 items is 30 seconds. I made this fuse way too long. 24 items is about 30 seconds. That means that this is on a 2-minute timer. Shoot! Oh no! This is terrible! Oh dear! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Come on, please. Like, the more I fluff, we can't go close, otherwise we might get blasted out of the air with fireworks. But I can't. We will zen this. We will be zen. We will appreciate the fireworks when they come. I really feel the need to check on these fireworks. I heard all the redstone go off, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we can manage this. Should be going off any time now, right? As long as we dodge. Oh! Wait, what? Oh no. No. Wait? No! There's like heaps of fireworks in here. Oh no! What's going on? Okay, we're standing here. Did I do a thing wrong? Oh, this is very on brand. Oh no. Okay. Because I'm hearing these ones go off. Then these ones should go off. Oh no. Oh no. I can get in here. I'm not qualified for this. Oh. Oh no. Wait. Okay. If we hear bangs, then we know it's working. Oh no, it's ticking down. Wait. Oh, even worse, the redstone circuit didn't do its thing. Okay, we'll just reset this. Okay. Perfect. Okay. They come with fireworks. You gotta find a place to land. Okay, these droppers are empty. We'll be safe here. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Ah. We did, like, we've done really well. Now, I think now the towers should go. Either that or the towers are out of fireworks. Oh, that's a good idea. We should. Like, we can put... We're missing out on this one that keeps going off. This one's a cool one. Oh wait, we've got more over here. Like, having a Hall of Fame would be really cool. And I think... Like, I'm thinking that every so often, I'm not sure how far... Okay, all the dispensers sound like they're out. Like, every so often, the... like, the armor gets replaced, but I'm not sure when or how or what. I'm not sure on the wins or Y4s just yet. But I'm thinking when we do replace it... Okay, a lot of this didn't actually, like, I think I went out of simulation distance for this or something, because basically what was supposed to happen was this was supposed to go and lose all of this, and then this was supposed to go and lose all of this, and then these were supposed to be a grand finale, and then everything was supposed to go, which was how this was supposed to go, but oh dear. Okay, we will just stop this. And stop that. Oh. Oh, we'll do that. Oh no, not that. That. There we go. But yes. Like, I'm kind of thinking. Oh, yeah. So basically, let me see if I can explain what's going on. Each of these lines here correspond to one of the rings, and each of these slime piston extending things goes up and up into the towers, and this controls everything. So I turn this on and it turns everything on, is basically what happens. And what is still ticking? It is this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it is all controlled by spoons. And I don't really understand more than that, because I don't understand redstone that much. Like, I called in my friend Shade to help me with it, because I barely understood what was going on. I was like, hey, can I have some help with this? I need it to fire once, and then it doesn't really need to fire again. But I think it must have been out of render distance. Like, something must have been out of simulation distance or something that have actually worked. So next time we do a fire thing, I've got to make sure we're planned ahead of time so everything fires perfectly. Because, oh dear, sadness. It's either that or it did fire and the particle effects were not happening. Like, it was too far away for the particle effects. So yeah, that was really, really cool. So if the particle effects did happen, I'll upload a replay of what happened, so you guys can see it in its full awesomeness, because I think that would be cool. Wait, where's my cave? What happened to my cave? Ew. Mojang stole my cave. Is my cave turned on? Who stole my cape? Oh well, I will deal with that later. But yeah. Well, I have all the happy moment, like all the happy buzz. That was so cool. Yeah, the fireworks, very much so. The fireworks did blow it off. And we didn't even use up all of our diamond ore. I'm surprised. But then I think we were restricted via gunpowder, so I think if we had the chance, we probably would have used up all the gunpowder, maybe? Not gunpowder, diamonds. I think when it comes down to building, everyone has their own taste in how they build and stuff? Can we? There we go. Like, I think, personally, I like having little alcoves and things like these where you can walk through and see what's behind things. I think if we put in a little, like a little, what's it called? Little tray, a little back alley dealing happening around here. I think that'll be cool. An empty rose bush. So it doesn't have any flowers? Like one of these without the flippy bits. Oh, that would be... I think that would look similar to vines. That would look very strange. Okay. Acacia. I could see a lot of use cases for it, because getting that scrubby bush I think would be very useful. And while oak leaves and dry bush and even spruce leaves are useful in some ways, using that will be very helpful. Do we have... I have all the happy thoughts right now with the fireworks, like, yeah. Like, that is one heck of a high note. Okay, if we want a table, then I'm thinking we keep the acacia vibe. And then I'm thinking we grab some carpet. Can we dye it? Sort of a brown color. Do some of that. Wait, how is the sun? Wait, that means we're... This is so exciting. Carpet that, then below. Okay. I know the current trend for Minecraft is to just not sleep, but I don't really think the phantoms are worth it, especially after not sleeping as much as I could for the dealing with the phantoms was just like, why would anyone subject themselves to this annoyance? Okay, I'm thinking what we'll do is we will remove these, then we'll go ahead and we'll put this here. We need the wool. Phantom boss? Why would anyone want a phantom boss? I would be fuming mad if they wanted a phantom boss. Where's that vote? That just sounds cruel and unusual on so many levels. Yes, congratulations, you didn't sleep. Now all of your nightmares are coming true. Ah! Okay, a really big phantom you can actually hit. But holy jeez Louise, why? No one needs that. No one. I can't think of a single person that ever looked at a phantom and was like, yes, we need more of that. I mean, that's just cruel and unusual punishment on so many levels. No one needs phantoms. Okay, if we go like this, and that gives us like a little shady back alley type thing going on. We just need a... We need way more carpets. Looney is an exception. Like a... Yeah, like... Actually going and adding phantoms is just ridiculous, I think. If they walked back one mob, I would vote for phantoms. Any day of the week. Like, the fact that Looney is willing to go and deal with phantoms is saying something, although Looney's base is under a mountain, so I don't know. I'd say he doesn't have to deal with them all the time. Like, for the slimes for the fireworks show, I had to go out and gather them manually, so I was out in the swamp for a good long while. Oh, the copper golem was cute. I liked the idea of the copper golem, but I don't see what other functionality the copper golem would have had, because if I need randomizers, you just have a chicken running across pressure plates. So it's like, why else do you need this? Like that? Yes, okay. Yeah, that is true. I mean, it was really, really wholesome looking. Versus, and like, that is true. The fact that if you went and you put them in a glass case and left them there till they oxidized, I'm pretty sure you'd end up with some really, really cool statues. Like, I think that would have been my use case for the copper golem. I would have used the poor things for statues. I'm missing events. Which, yeah, I'm not saying it would have been a good use. I'm thinking I'll take out this middle one and replace it with string. Yeah, cool but cruel is much correct. Actually, if we go with, you can use string to, although I'm not familiar with how you use string, because I like these, but I don't like the rest of it. So we're going to have to go on the string finding adventure together on this. Or string figuring out. String just makes it invisible. String makes carpets invisible. Okay. Well, If I heard you, because I've seen a long time ago, I'm not sure if it's still a thing, you can use string to balance carpets on top of. Yeah. Yeah, that's the trick. And that is exactly what we're looking for. And actually, speaking of Looney, I was talking to a friend of mine and I was actually comparing my builds to other people's. And I was like, oh, you know, I haven't actually gotten very far compared to these people. And they're like, well, for starters, that person's been on YouTube for how long? Versus you who have just been here. And also, doesn't that person measure their builds in how many thousands of days? Oh, that looks so much better. Yeah, I'm there for that. And we were talking and I was like, you know, that's actually a much healthier way of looking at it. And then it sort of realized, I sort of realized how much of that sort of attitude had crept into my mindset of, you know, I gotta one up myself because so and so is doing better. And that, yeah, they are a really good friend because that sort of attitude isn't healthy. Can we put that there and then figure something else out here? Because when you go and you have that sort of thing happen, it's like, yeah, it's slow and it's usually really quiet in your brain and you don't really realize until it's too late, and then it's stuck there and it's something that's really hard to get out without external help. And I think having people that'll help you with that is really important. Actually, I really like how those are just one block tall. I think leaving those there would be really nice. And so, yeah, that's my tip of the day is, actually, this is going to be my second tip of the day of, like, having someone who can actually, if you've got a friend who's actually able to go, well, yeah, but you're you. You're building your art, your math skills. It's that person's. You're actually able to go ahead and do your level of stuff. You aren't a multi-doctorate person who goes ahead and works for NASA, or you. See, let's get those sorted. You're actually just a high school student at the moment, even though you look up to Stephen Hawking. You're doing really well as you are. Then that's pretty awesome. Because, like, I was getting myself tied up in knots because, like, for me, I have a big tendency to look at, oh goody, I found more fish. I have a big tendency to look at builders like Good Times with Scar or people like that and be like, oh, well, they're building massive buildings in a week and stuff like that, and be like, oh, well, I must be pretty mid-tier. And, like, I get that I must not be on an intellectual level because people wouldn't stick around, but because I do understand how, like, logically how algorithms work and stuff like that because YouTube, but to be able to have someone else go and tap you on the back and go, no, you're okay, you're good, that's a pretty awesome person. And I have lost the fireworks again. we did have a box of fireworks, right? By the way, if we ever find the fire charges that were firework charges that we used before I started doing this morning, we're going to have a redo of the fireworks. I figure we deserve that. I have. You know what? We have a puddle. We can fling ourselves there. Yeah. Okay. Aha! There we go. Okay. Plus, we need to hang some of these here. Because before we were getting roof creepers, and that was not very good. Can we go around the other way? There we go. Okay, we're just missing one, but that's fine. We can live with that. Okay. Yeah, I kind of think. Yeah, like I really like the look of how the bamboo matches with the birch and the acacia. Like, it's a vibe and I'm here for it. And like, this is something I think I want to use in the interior of the castle, because I think it'll work well with the endstone. And I think we're at the stage where we're kind of able to start moving between having the initial build of the castle and building more houses here. So we'll be starting to do the foundations of the castle probably, and switch. Like, so we'll be able to use this as the on again off again project. So it'll be sort of like a break between each of the projects. No, what am I thinking of? My brain is starting to melt, so we'll be probably ending soon. I feel like my brain is starting to melt. It has been a long week. So I actually think I will say goodbye before I start staring into shulker boxes and just losing part of my brain to the inventory. Yeah, I can see it starting to happen. Okay, I will say goodbye. Yeah, well, it's been a long week and much redstone, and redstone takes up a lot of the brain. But I think as we go, we can take a bit of a tour and a wander around from the Golden Wheat Bridge and see where we've gone from, because we're missing a block. I will fill that in after stream, but we need a. So one of the things we're going to end up doing is, for like stage 3 is a path through here. And we have a house here that'll eventually be either a bamboo or a sugarcane farm. I'm thinking a bamboo cave. Yes, absolutely. And then this was like the first thing we built in the Wheaton Empire. And then, or was it the drips? No, it was that. And then we have the dripstone farm that goes into the next house. which this house does not open. It is like completely and utterly fake. We've got like fake doors and everything. And a staircase to nowhere. And then we come through here. And of course the house we built today with no interior yet. We will work on that eventually. Looking like it's small. And our lovely roads. And these go down. And these will eventually go down into another section of the village. Village, city, something. This is actually going to get flipped around so it's not pointing out into the river. But eventually we'll have like docks and stuff. So it all connects to the river. And over there is where we will have our automatic storage system. And we can have like all of the things. And it'll be done in a similar style as our mob farm. Yes! I'm looking forward to it. And we have... Oh no, we picked up our peonies. And our cherries. A very weak attempt at interior decorating because I don't like interior decorating much. A central square, because everybody needs a central square in a town. The bell, everyone needs a bell. It's always good for panicking villages. Other flower farms of our other tall things. So these are all the flowers that we can just... Yes! Yes! I'm looking forward to the day we get to do our storage system. Although it keeps getting put lower down on the list. And this is the mob farm by Il Mango. 10 out of 10. I recommend this mob farm if you're wanting something that's easy to build and still useful. The beehive farm. It only produces honeycomb blocks. Don't believe the glass bottles. Because what happened was I was trying to get honey for the firework. Well, where the Slimers, that was originally going to be honey. But that farm does not do honeycomb at all, so it had to be replaced. Then we have a little villager house. There is no decoration on the inside, so it is very bland. And then this is an old ruin from the original prop kingdom that existed. And it is the one that the Wheaton Empire is descended from. They are the ones that had magic and technology and all of that, and it's why their buildings are so posh. But there was earthquake, like a disaster level earthquake that had to, well, it destroyed a lot of their buildings. Yes! There is lore. And so the tree is what grew. Yes, it does. And that is deliberate. And this is the output for the cactus farm. And you'll notice that this ruin here also uses the same color palette, and you can see a tucked in sea lantern. And so ruins like this that are made are deliberately using these color palettes. And they're also using the same design language. So you know how I was talking about the design language for these buildings, how they've got flat roofs and they're irregularly shaped and they've got things sticking out like this? Yeah. Yeah. See how these are circular and they've got like little sticky out bits and they're very tower-like? And then we go over to this ruin. And it's got this little curvy bit. It goes around. And so as we go down here, we got more of the, yeah. Because the thing is, when you walk around a build, or when you walk around a world, we're just gonna go down. We're gonna grab a bed. We're gonna go to sleep so everyone can see in the daytime. Actually, better idea, because the mob farm looks amazing at night. So we're not going to sleep. This is the first bit of structure I built, was here. And as you can see, it's the same color scheme with a bit more white in it. But you can see it's the same design style. And you can see how it's all ruined and stuff. And then if we go down here, outside the cave, notice anything? Yeah? Yeah? And then of course, we have, thank you! We have, of course, our home base with the Potato General-in-Chief. Yes, it is absolutely falling apart. But even as it's falling apart, you can still see that there's a little bit of an archway left. And down here, these netherrack bits, they're plans for a later build. And down here, I want to put in a really, really destroyed tower. But that is a later thing. Yeah. And then of course, we have the mob farm. And you can see how the same elements are used all through it. Like you can see the sea lanterns, you can see the circles, you can see the towers all involved in it. And of course, this has been taken over and kept up in good repair by the poisoned potatoes. And apparently the droppers are still going, but we won't worry about that. But yeah, that is, I should really fix that. That is where everything's at. With lore and everything. And I don't have any rockets to get. Yeah. Because the way I see it is if you're able to walk around a world and go, hey, that looks like it matches that, then that is where really cool lore works. Because the way I see it, if your lore doesn't do that, like if you look at, like if someone told you a zombie and a creeper were best friends, you'd look at it and you'd be like, really? Are you sure about that? They don't look like they're best friends. But you look at a drowned, a husk, and a zombie, and they look the same, right? No problem. And that's how I like to approach my lore. Like, you look at it and you're like, that matches. That feels like there's something there. And that's how I like to do it. So yeah, stay tuned for story. So I no problem. And thank you guys so much for coming. That is a good point. Zombies do. Okay, we'll change the description. I guess we will say zombies and villagers. Maybe, or something. But yeah, I will say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for coming. And I will see you guys next time. yeah, we will do the foundation for the next build. Oh, this is exciting. We will probably... Yeah, bye!